So, you guys remember where we left off at?
We're going to the place to do the
you went on
thing.
vacation.
Yes, but after that.
Bazazan.
And I killed someone's pet.
Yeah, you killed a tamed, was it Gloomstalker?
Yep.
Wasn't that? It was a
No.
Moorbounder.
Yeah, the
Moorbounder.
Yeah, you killed the tamed Moorbounder. I saw the hate in your eyes.
All in a day's work, guys. All in a day's work.
Yokduns doesn't know much, but he knows what he saw there.
I don't remember what I saw there.
He knows it all too well.
Oh, we all remember what we saw there.
Yeah.
If there's therapy in this world, we will all need it.
Wait, it ended. The very last thing we did was the moon was red and like blew up and flashed or something, and we all got feeling sickly, right?
Yeah, you all
The
ended
moon
up
like
with,
cursed us.
Cursed. Yeah.
Yeah, moon cursed us.
Yeah, you got disadvantage.
I don't know why. In my notes, it just says the moon cursed us for some reason.
It was a random event that happened.
It just fucking hates us, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
Mm-hmm.
You have disadvantage on.
I'm currently blaming it on Splee for fucking killing that animal.
I mean, that's fair.
That's fair, but
He's supposed to be a cleric of God. I don't know what god, but some god. I don't know what god, but some god. Maybe he's a god of carnage and destruction. I don't know. Fuck.
Maybe
that would track.
Maybe it's the god of fuck more bounders. Some god hates those.
The gods are very specific in this land.
Some of them have very specific fights with certain animals.
Maybe I worship the god of exploding red moons that curse people, and I actually wasn't cursed, and none of you know that.
Oh God.
He's the deity of loving all animals, except cats. Fuck cats.
Except cats.
Got him.
Alright, Xerxes, you all caught up on everything that's happened?
I guess, yeah.
It's clear as mud, right?
We started a trek across the desert with the other people that we were competing against in the last town. And then we fought some dragon things, and then found a pack of like these cat boar type creatures that we had to kill. And then I accidentally killed one of them that was domesticated by a rider that was being attacked. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the moon cursed us for some reason.
Yeah.
And return as to why, but we are cursed.
Yeah, no idea why, Splee.
Because that could mean your life.
I have a sneaking feeling there may have been a die that was rolled that led to this event.
Definitely was a die.
Oh, well, got me. You got me good there.
Something fucking died.
So,
You had a poor warbounder roll a 1.
You threw a die on the fucking corpse of the cat.
Yeah.
So the next
God
morning,
didn't like your grave.
Yes, here lies rice pudding. He was delicious.
Yeah, that's what fucking Miyakdunst was saying. That was the other part we left out, Elena, was that Miyakdunst literally started harvesting the dead animal in front of its owner.
Yes.
What the heck?
So we killed. I literally specifically was like, oh, I'll be able to hunt for food. I didn't buy rations, and so I've been hunting, and we killed the cats. And I'm like, I'm not letting any of this food go to waste. And so as the owner comes to after being knocked unconscious, they just see me carving up their fucking tamed cat.
Oh my gosh.
And I asked them if they wanted some meat to remember them by.
And he rolled for it, trying to be friendly and charismatic. And got a 1.
Yeah, he did roll a 1, that's right.
It's like some
just
deranged psycho. I'm like,
he's like smooshing entrails between his fingers. Do you want some of your dead pet?
would you like some meat to remember your pal by? It'll be delicious and nutritious. It's freshly carved.
Yeah, it was a whole thing last time.
So that person's probably more scarred than we are after all that.
Probably.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, it was quite the encounter.
Yeah, that dude's not scarred. He's fucking haunted.
Mhm.
He's gonna wake up in a cold sweat by 4 adventurers in his dream.
Yeah.
This is
At least me and Split, at least.
Right.
so. The next morning, after seeing the blood red moon and being cursed by it, you all set out once again.
Oh no, did we crash a wagon?
N-
I didn't even know we had a wagon.
I'm pretty sure we just discovered a crashed wagon.
Oh, that makes more sense.
yeah, so
Who would crash a wagon here?
Oh my god.
So yeah, as you guys are walking along, about an hour after setting out, you see an overturned wagon in the middle of the trail, in front of you.
I'm gonna go check it out. Maybe there's food there.
I'm going to keep an eye out on the surroundings while he does so.
Okay.
I'll go check out the wagon too.
I'm going to go look for food. I will be
I'll go with you.
okay. Watch my back.
I will watch your back.
As you approach, you see. Well, you don't see any sign of whatever beast pulled the cart, but you do see 3 humanoid bodies lying underneath. Drown an orc.
Can I pull
More
them out from
food.
underneath the cart?
Dude.
They are pinned under the cart. You would have to, put the cart upright to get to the.
Do they appear to be alive?
Yeah, very much not alive.
They could have something on them, though. We should investigate. I'm gonna try and pick up the cart, stand it upright.
Okay, give me an athletics.
Fucking throw it up so hard it does a fucking barrel roll and lands on the other side.
This is. Yeah. So with great ease, you push this cart back upright. You hear some of the contents on the interior of the cart jostle about as it back on its wheels.
And then you hear some poor guy on the other side. Oh gods, why?
What made that noise inside? I'm gonna go open up the wagon and look at what was bouncing around.
Okay. As you.
God, there's a whole world in here.
There's a whole world.
It's like Narnia. Guys, get in here.
As you do so, 3 little wisps of light fly out and begin to attack you.
Shoot him!
Why are the wisps fighting? What did I do to deserve this?
Well, do you remember the tamed war? Never mind.
I've only carved dead animals on this trip so far.
Been dead already.
Better to not waste good meat. Or good pelts, for that matter.
So, the first wisp is going to fly forward and attack you, Miok Dunst.
Out of curiosity, are our traveling partners still nearby?
They are following with you, but they are outside of the range of this combat.
And the other important
They're
question,
right here.
the other important question is, are we still cursed?
Yes, you are still cursed, so attack rolls and ability checks, like the one that Miokdun's made that I forgot about, are at disadvantage. Or not attack roll, ability checks and saving throw. Attacks are not affected.
Okay. You see, it was such a good roll. I would have just rolled another nat 20, so it just saved us time.
It's true. I've seen him do it.
Exactly. I've thrown 2 nat 20s away on a fucking advantage roll.
Alright, one of them hits you with some lightning damage for 12 points as you feel shocked at what's going on in front of you. Very shocking experience indeed. Xerxes, Miokdunst is being shocked right before your eyes. What would you like
I'm
to
gonna
do?
use this on the second attack.
Okay.
So I roll that and add the con modifier, so I reduce damage by that total.
Yeah, so 15 points. So yeah, it
I
negates
guess
that.
take the 14 back.
Yep, there you go. 14 has been refunded.
Yep. Can't get me a second time, bitch. I was ready.
Alright, Xerxes, what you got?
I'm gonna throw a firebolt. Probably misses.
Oh yeah, did you not target?
I did.
Oh. It must not have rolled it right then. How do you keep rolling it that it doesn't do it right?
I just hit attack.
Click on the picture when you do it.
It's pure raw talent.
That's literally the same thing.
It does,
But this one hits.
yeah, but
That's
see
the
when you do it
difference.
that way, it automatically tells me if it hits and does the damage automatically and all that stuff.
Okay. Do we count this one then?
Sure.
Okay.
We've learned now. Miok Dunst.
Alright. I'm gonna get angry. And I'm gonna swing Barbara.
Okay. Powerful hit. It doesn't seem
Yes,
particularly effective, as did Xerxes' firebolt. Didn't seem particularly effective either.
I do. The light is mightier than the axe, it seems.
Is that it for you?
Yes, I believe raging is my bonus action.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand here.
Brim.
Hey, that's me. Okay. I think I'm gonna come right on over here
Okay.
and just say howdy to the will-o-wisp.
An excellent strike.
And make it the butt of my joke.
This is a couple more points of damage there. Nicely done. Yes.
Hold up. Splee,
Yeah.
are you close quarters or are you ranged?
I can do some close quarters.
Okay, would you like to be up close and personal?
Sure.
Okay, in that case, I will how do I do that? There we go. I'm going to utilize maneuvering attack, giving Splee up to half of his combat speed to move without getting any kind of opportunity attack.
Okay.
That's snazzy.
It is kind of snazzy.
That is pretty snazzy. Now that you mention it. Okay. So, does that mean this is a normal attack if we're still cursed?
The curse does
curse
not
isn't-
affect attacks, so you have advantage.
Oh, it's just
Yeah, it's
just
ability checks and
right?
saving throws.
Yes.
Sick. Right. Ever tried stabbing a wisp before?
The first time for everything.
Oh, why did I roll the die? So it dropped the D6 plus 2, but D8 was what I was trying to do. I don't really care. You take whichever one you want to do.
We'll take the bigger one that it.
Yeah,
Roll.
that D6 sure did pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all I can do right now. Reaction spells. Out of curiosity for the next turn, is there a way to tell it to treat it like the versatile attack? Because it wasn't giving me an option there for some reason.
Let me see. I think I've got a way that we can work around that. Give me just a moment.
Also, I actually do have a spell that is a bonus action that I would like to play before my turn is over as well.
There we are. I've just gone ahead and added an extra spear in there set up to do D8 damage by default.
Gotcha. So I was looking to cast Sanctuary on Mjolnir. It's not letting me target him for some reason.
It's showing you're targeted,
There we go.
targeting him on
There we go.
this end, so.
I think it's because I had two targeted at once, I think maybe is why.
Alright.
That's all I got.
I'm not sure why it had Mjolnir to roll the saving throw, but Mjolnir, you have the effect
I
of
don't know.
Sanctuary on you.
Hey.
So, anybody that targets you must make that saving throw. or target somebody else. This first one is... He's gonna try and make his save. And succeed.
Oh, fuck.
Next one's gonna try the same thing.
I'm shocked the sanctuary didn't work that time.
It does work on that one.
Hey.
You just have to believe harder, Mjok Dunst.
Doesn't work for this one though.
Start believing more, Mjok Dunst.
But its attack misses anyway. Xerxes.
It's working.
The magic is working.
It doesn't seem to affect it,
No.
despite being struck with your spell directly.
Dang it.
Mjokdunst.
Swing Barbara. Smash the light. What the fuck?
So close, but not close enough. Yeah, your attack swings wide.
God,
You feel the sanctuary spell disappear from you.
what happened to the god's blessing? It didn't even hurt a soul.
Brim?
All right, more of the same, I think. Wow. Oof. That was horrible.
Much closer
Yeah.
with that second one, but it still doesn't quite hit.
Yeah. I can move to here without an attack of opportunity, and I can have advantage on the other one, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm going to perform an action surge.
Okay.
Wow. The
Praise.
gods of the
Oh,
dice
there's a hit.
are not being super friendly here. That one was pretty friendly.
Finally got something. Lee.
Do a little more to stabby stab, I guess. Yeah. Huzzah.
Oh, whoops. He still had Mjokdunst targeted as well as the Will-O-Wisp.
Nice, son of a bitch.
Let's undo the damage to
Not me.
Mjokdunst.
There we go.
But a very nice 4 points of damage to the Will-O-Wisp.
Woo!
And they're happy because their target is no longer sanctuary.
Fuck you.
So that one misses. Maybe the other two will do better.
It's
what you
still
think.
working.
Ah!
That's 9 points of damage. And one more is gonna go. Another hit. Mjolkdunst falls unconscious. Things could get real interesting now.
Dear God. Dear God.
Xerxes?
Okay.
Very nice. You hit it with the Scorching Ray for 5 points of damage.
5.
They're
Oh, there's
resistant to
resistances.
fire. That's like the defining feature of Will-O-Wisps. They have 22 hit
God.
points, but they
I
are
forgot.
resistant or immune to almost everything.
Right.
Mjolkdunst, you know what time it is.
Let's go! I'm back up on my feet!
You are back at it with a hit point. Unfortunately, your
God,
rage
man.
has ended,
Good.
but you are back up. I believe that ends your turn, though.
I think it does.
Brim,
Yes.
it is your turn. Mjolkdunst says,
Well, I believe I now have an advantage, so I'm going
Yeah.
to spank that little will-o-wisp. For being a naughty little light.
he's getting awfully close to death.
That's the way we like it.
Let's see. Lee.
Right, I need to... For some reason it keeps on retargeting Mjolkdunst, so I'm gonna take him off real quick.
Feel
I'm
targeted.
gonna hit this one with the old stabby stab. Oh fuck. I don't think that hits, does it?
Take a 19 to hit, I think.
Yeah, no, that is not hit, unfortunately.
Almost hit a 20. Alright, well with the fucking bonus action, then I will target Mjolkdunst, and we'll hit him with the little healing word there.
Alright, Mjolkdunst
Just a little,
regains
just a little
5.
something.
Yeah.
Some words of encouragement. Hey, you can do it! Oh, I feel better.
Alright, these will-o-wisps are insistent little buggers.
That's gay. Don't tell me one of them's gonna fly into my mouth and take over my soul.
Oh, no, no.
Oh god, don't tell me one of them's gonna fly into my mouth and fucking do suicide.
No, there's nothing like that. It's worse.
God.
Yeah. It is a lot worse.
One of them enters your mouth, one of them enters your ass. They meet in the middle to reproduce.
It's gonna try and consume your life. You succeeded on that. You have disadvantage because of the curse. Throw me another d20.
20. Well, that sucks.
And
Oh no. I made it like 4 sessions. All I wanted was some food.
On the good side, you can get a more intelligent character now.
I can have more of this.
He doesn't need it. Fine.
Joke's on you. I'm gonna keep making intelligence, but I'm stat. I'm going for 4 this time.
Like, come on, you can do better than that. You got a 3.
Get a nat 3. For throwing intelligence, I'm basically a fucking dog.
I don't think you would be able to actually breathe on your own at that point.
Wish I could breathe. Probably not a whole lot else. Breathing is natural. I can do that with 3 intelligence. I can't speak common though, that's for sure. Probably can't take orders.
Yeah.
Xerxes. You have just seen Mjolkdunst get the life sucked out of him in front of you.
And he didn't pay for it.
I was about to say, at least I got sucked off as I did.
Yeah.
Silver lining.
Are they resistant to force damage?
One way to find out.
Probably.
You can give me an Arcana check if you want, or a Nature check. Maybe gives you some insight.
Okay.
Yeah, you're really not too sure. Try it and find out.
Blow him up.
That's right.
Okay, best comment I have ever seen on describing what having a 3 intelligence is like. Post it in the D&D.
I don't know why that didn't apply damage correctly. You
150 learned words away from being a wild animal.
Slash can be taught.
I was literally thinking that'd probably be like literally a dog at that point.
Oh god. That's pretty good. That's awesome.
I mean, that's what I assumed it would be with 3.
Mjolkdunst, sit. Stay.
Oh.
Si, senor.
Brim. Xerxes
Yes.
has slain one of the wisps.
And done so very well.
Yes, indeed.
And I believe there's one in between the two of us that I should also be able to get advantage on.
That there is.
Well, let me just smack that biatch up.
This is.
Like, really smack that biatch up.
Nice. It takes 2 solid hits and 10 points of total damage.
It just can't handle the full length of my shaft.
Splee.
Guess I'm just gonna stab this one again.
Nice. Critical hit.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
6 points of damage, and that one is almost dead as well. The 2 remaining wisps, seeing that they are indeed outmatched, are going to disengage and begin fleeing.
You little fucks.
Yeah, that's right.
Take your attacks of opportunity if you can. Do it. Unless they're flying away with like something else.
If they're disengaging, we can't.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
think it was disengaging. Damn.
Yeah.
Use your reaction to counter the disengage.
Well, there is actually something I could do. And I believe Xerxes can do something as well.
Yeah.
All in a bomb.
Cersei, if you would like to do anything, now is your chance. Otherwise, after this turn, they will have floated beyond effective.
Um. Wait, what can I do?
Close the distance and zap one of them little fuckers.
Yeah,
Yep.
magic missiles
How
got
far away?
range. You could do that again, or get closer, do something. They're about 50 feet away right now.
You can go up to 30.
Mhm. Wait, so did it take all three to kill that one?
No, it did not. You
Okay,
can redirect the last one over to the other one, which kills that one.
yes.
There you go.
Fuck them up.
Nicely done. We are here today to mourn the falling of a comrade. He was a good brute.
Indeed, he was
We should
one of the
find
best.
find a place to bury him. After we,
If you Go ahead.
remove everything that he doesn't need anymore off of his body.
At this point, your traveling companions catch up with you. Arrive to see Nyakdon.
And us going through his pockets.
Post it twice.
What happened here?
Will-o-wisps.
Dangerous things, aren't they?
They are when you get surrounded by them.
Indeed, they were hiding quite skillfully amongst this wreckage here. Strange they had not left this plane yet.
This
We made sure
indeed.
to make him leave.
we saw what you were doing. We wish we could have provided more. Good for being so far behind.
It is as it is. I will perform Dunt's last rites, and we may lay him to rest.
I will perform the removal of any coinage and other things of value from Miyakdongs, as is the tradition of his people, I believe.
Let's see. Move over some stuff for you. You get that. Get the medallion that you guys found as part of that vision. Probably important
Yes.
to take that.
Probably is. Yeah, that would be a real quick adventure. No, he loved that necklace so much. Bury it with him.
Yeah.
Um,
There's only one thing you actually love that was on him.
let's see. I've grabbed all the basics, all the unusual stuff. What remains is weapons and his more bounder pelts and tusks, if anyone.
Yeah, the pelts and tusks, absolutely.
All right, I'll toss those over to you.
Could make myself a fur loincloth, and the women will go wild.
After all of his belongings are gone, Splee, who is a follower slash cleric of Kalimvor, the god of death, is going to perform a scaling ritual wherein he weighs the soul of the dead to see if it was his time or not.
Oh, I thought that meant you were going to like start removing flesh. I was like, that's morbid but appropriate.
What goes around comes around.
It's
Must
prayers
not
and
waste the meat.
We're not wasting any Miyakdun's meat today.
Yeah, that's what you do whenever the scales come out even. If it's balanced, then all right, take whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But no, it's a scaling of the time spent versus the weight of the soul. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, Colin. It's okay.
He died before his time.
I'm going to
No,
let
it's
Brandon
more than that.
answer. Brandon,
What was the
how?
question?
There you go. Yeah, let Brandon answer. Did Bjork Dunst die before his time?
Probably.
If you want to roll a die, you can.
Roll a die.
But you can also feel it out. Whatever you want to do. If you think it's probably is good enough, then we'll leave it there. That's all good.
Hey man, I don't control fate in this world. I just fucking survive the best I can, and apparently it's not very well.
We shall serve no soul before his time.
That's a good enough answer for me.
I like to play my games in Iron Man mode. It gives it more of a challenge.
Agreed.
Well, this game you just lost.
Yeah, that happens. I didn't say I was good at them. I said I like to do it.
So, with the help of Dermot, who does shed some tears.
Tell me that I get buried with Barbara.
Yes, they do bury you with your weapons, as
Yay.
nobody else has any interest in them.
Yay.
Oh, but that would be so great for one of us to just like, oh yeah, wait,
That axe
don't
looks
forget
good.
his weapon, and then chuck it down and watch it like lop like part of a limb off or something. Oh, man, good thing he's dead. Oh, that would have hurt.
With Myeokdun's laid to rest, the rest of you solemnly take to the road once more.
We will suggest that perhaps this time the groups stick together.
They agree and stay very close to time.
Well, with that, I need to take a short break, and maybe that'll give Brandon enough time to write up a new character, unless he's already got one made.
Doesn't he have like 5 or 6 of them already?
I
like,
do. I had to
pre-roll?
choose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't. Every idea that I have, I'm like, that would be fun to do. I put on a list, and Miyakdun's was just one on the list that fit having low intelligence.
Oh God.
That's just how it works. All right, where do I go to roll? The roll again for my abilities.
In the journal, there's character creation 3.0, and the macro is within
There it is. Okay, I
that
had the wrong
document.
10, 12, 14, 15, 10, 9. Very, wow, painfully average.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Oh, well. I guess I can't make myself a fucking idiot this time.
Not in the same.
I gotta be more creative with my stupidity.
So let's pause for just a moment and pick back up. Feeling you for a moment.
Oh, I was about to say, like, did I just DC?
No, I dragged that one.
Oh.
I was just gonna ask you real quick what your plans were for your new character, so I can start thinking how to bring them in.
I'm debating right now going to my favorite thing of being a paladin.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of how I'd want to do that just because I really like paladins.
Yeah.
I looked up a little bit on the deities of the world. So that way I could have a little bit of lore with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I could be a paladin that serves for Paylor and basically be like my family comes from farmers,
Yeah,
and I chose to do that instead of farming.
I can see that.
I'm trying to find a background that fits farming though, and I don't know which one fits farming the best.
Um,
That's kind of where I got stuck. There's no just farming background.
let me take a look. I think there's.
Unless it's that's what I was thinking. And then I might like I was debating what oath to go. I'm thinking maybe Oath of Redemption, honestly. Try that out. Or Oath of Vengeance, I mean. Go for
Yeah.
a more damagey one.
Um, or at one point I had
I thought there'd be one, but I didn't see one.
background that fit with a farmer. Hmm. Folk hero might be reasonably close. You know, you could be a
At least
farm.
like close enough that I could use that as like for the
Yeah,
attributes and all that or whatever.
yeah. A folk hero is someone who comes from the rank of common folk, but
That's fair. That might work. I could kind of make that work.
yeah, but then you did something and you know
They said I
recognize
should
your
go and do
destiny
something
to be.
bigger.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
yeah. It's kind of something you can slap on top of any generic job like farmer and make it segue into something more.
All right, there we go. I've got background. I've got my class, race. I haven't thought about the race yet. It's the one thing I have. Let's see. What are my attributes anyway? They're not that great. They're very average. We got what? An Aarakocra. I assume Scott's a human or some kind of human hybrid.
Yeah, Eric Crocker and humans.
Is Lena just a human?
I think so. Human or maybe elf. Let me look.
It could be either or.
Percy. No, she's ASMR.
Oh, she's an ASMR. Okay.
Yeah,
I could stick with a dwarf. I don't know, it's cliche, but it fits so well.
it works.
I'm looking through the list. If there's anything else that really sticks out for like a farmer kind of guy, like human does fit really well too with the farmer mentality. That's the thing.
Goblin and orc could fit well. Half orc paladin might.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, while you look through it, I'll throw us back into regular. Keep
Okay.
things going, but I know kind of weird.
I'll shoot you a message whenever I've got them all ready.
Sounds good.
And level 4, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Is everyone back?
Looks like not.
I am alive.
Good. Good. I think we're just waiting for Lee to return. Alright, so, with Mjölkdunst behind you, the rest of you
Dead.
pressed forward towards the Emerald Loop, and before long you find yourself arriving there. A large stand of trees rises out of the barren wasteland. The leaves of dozens of towering oaks rustle in the breeze, and the scent of a bonfire wafts from a trail of smoke rising from somewhere ahead. The path through the trees is deeply rutted by the work of countless wagon wheels. The wooden sign posted at the head of the path bears the decorated shepherd's crook. That is a holy symbol of Melora, Wild Mother, and the words Emerald Loop Caravan Stop.
It appears this is the place we've been looking for.
Yes. Now we just have to find the person that, and I forget his name, unfortunately. The wise elder
You're not actually to
suggested
that.
that we speak to him.
You're not actually to that place yet.
Oh, we're
That's-
not to that place
This
yet.
is the middle stop.
Yeah,
right?
this is the stopping
Oh, this is
point.
the loop.
Yes, a little bit over halfway between here and where you were and Bezozin, your
Gotcha.
destination.
Well, at least we've got a safe place to hunker down then for the night. I suggest that we probably want to do so.
And it does seem a rather safe place to rest. As you approach, the forest pathway opens into a large clearing, nearly 100 feet across. Music, laughter, and the savory aromas of fresh cooked food and wood smoke drift through the air. On the west
And
side,
a giant turtle.
on the west side of the clearing stands a full-grown horizon-back tortoise. On its back is the homestead of a family of goblins who are making repairs to the structure. On the other side of the clearing, 7 covered wagons encircle a bonfire. The rope fence has been set up north of this encampment to contain the wagon's oxen.
Are there many people around?
Let's see. There are a good handful of people around, several dozen people, between the goblin family and various caravans and travelers around the fire.
Okay.
Brim is going to head over to the goblin family and basically just kind of step right in and see if there's anything that he can do to help out, considering that he's got some pretty sizable strength in comparison to goblins.
Mm-hmm. So you, it takes you a couple moments of wandering around the giant tortoise before you find a way up it, before you find a ladder at the rear. As you go to climb it, you hear a young goblin voice call out from above, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Brim Longoak.
"I don't know a grim long doke."
Close. Very close. Brim Longoak. And I do not know you either, but I noticed that you were busy working doing repairs. I was coming by to see if I could offer my assistance.
I don't know. I've never seen you before.
Nor have I seen you before, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't trust you.
She stops and has to think for a moment about what you said. I guess that makes sense. Come on up, I guess.
Very well. Thank you. And I will make my way up, and Brim will do whatever he can to assist them with moving stuff about or securing things, etc.
Yeah.
And while he does so, he'll basically try to make some small talk, find out a little bit about the Emerald Loop caravan and, the goings on, travelers that they might have, had come by, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, swap the local gossip as is
Mhm.
tradition.
I was gonna say Splee will kind of do the same, but amongst like the other kind of sites around the camp, the
Yeah.
fire, and all that
Making your
kind
way
of
around a loop of wagon carts.
stuff. Observing and speaking with people and asking questions and such.
All right. Yeah. So, uh, Brim, you spent some time talking with the Krosgrinner goblin family. Um, and they've just been working on general repairs, and yeah, they're happy to exchange stories and information, gossip, what have you, about the area.
And what is the family name? The Chris Kringer?
Um, Let me type it out because it is long. Krosgrinner.
Kruz Krenner. Okay.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so you go ahead, you're helping them and stuff, and they're happy to give you some food in exchange for your help.
I will thank them for it and will sit and dine with them.
It's a little bit on the uncomfortable side, not being built for people of your size, but you have a
Yeah, my
nice.
assumption is I'll just sit cross-legged on the
Yeah,
floor at the table.
pretty much. Yeah, it'll be about the right size, and not the most comfortable seating experience, but it works for a meal.
But then, after sharing some stories and hopefully some good laughs with the meal, I will excuse myself and say that I must tend to the rest of my party and make sure that they're settling in well.
They wish you well, and say if you've got anything else that you would like to help with, help is always welcome.
Of course, and if you should ever need help, give me a holler.
They wave you off as you go and jump over to Lee, making his way around the campfire. Um, Over there, you run into there's a handful of people around the fire, and um, among them, it seems from your rival party, Irvin Wastewalker has found some people from the same clan as him. Not direct relations, but they share the same last name as his clan is ones to do. Uh, let's see. You also find a pair of dryad sisters uh, sharing food and drink with everyone in song, while making sure to keep a careful eye over the fire and make sure it doesn't grow too out of hand. Um, and there's Lots of caravans, goods for sale. Should anyone wish to buy, they don't have everything, but they've got an assortment of goods.
They have rations, because I think that's about all I can afford right now.
They do have rations. Their limited supply, they have 29 rations available that they're willing to sell. At the regular 5 silver pop.
5 silver piece of pop. All right, just buy 10 of them.
Okay.
How many days were we on the journey so far?
Let's see. Here.
It was like 9 or 10 days out, right? Or is it more?
It's 12 days total. And it's been probably about 7 days. We've got about 5 more days to reach your.
I guess I'll just buy 5 more. I've got plenty for right now.
Okay. Yeah, 25 silver or 2.5 gold.
While purchasing the goods, making kind of small talk with the trader, I'll ask him kind of about Bezozan and the Aurora's Watch, and if they're a well-known group amongst anybody here in this caravan that would be able to advise us about the place.
Oh yeah, Aurora's Watch. They're all over the place. Yeah, standard military presence.
They have a specific leader.
I think they report back to the yeah, words aren't working. They don't have a specific leader for the area. Especially not around here. They're close enough to that capital of this region that they just report back to that location.
I see. Is Bezozan a particularly tight-knit town, or is it well-versed with travelers?
You don't see a lot of travelers going that way. It's not really on the way of most locations, and those who do travel there rarely do so without purpose.
Is it a place for resources such as mining or natural gains, or is it simply a relic of another age?
More of a necessary defense outpost. It distill it down to what it really.
Interesting.
It has
I
little.
appreciate.
Yeah, no, it's got little to offer in the way of resources, but the area remains dangerous enough that they can't abandon it.
Interesting. From what reason is it a dangerous area of military import? Is there another source of aggression moving into the land that requires them to keep this place afloat?
Yeah, you could say that. Mostly, the demonic stuff. I think there's a portal there that creatures from other planes like.
Interesting. Just interesting. Well, I appreciate the insight about the place, as that is the next stop on our journey, I believe.
Oh, I wish you the best of luck with that. I certainly would go there.
Indeed, we shall see what luck it turns for us upon arrival. And thank you.
Oh, and you too.
And I will go join Brim's. If Brim is settled in, I'll go join Brim. Otherwise, I may go sit with, or stand, eat, whatever, talk with some of the other people in the other party that's traveling with us. Since they found kinfolk wherever the people are lining up at, I will just join the group.
Yeah, other part is just kind of spread about a bit, intermingling, talking, resting, such as that. Um, yeah, Brim's making shelter, I think it is.
Uh, Brim is going to be working on basically fashioning various staves.
Okay. Trying to find
And
long, straight branches.
let's say then I guess I can start looking for a place to set up for, resting for the evening then.
Yeah, you're able to find lots of nice green open fields around. It's rather nice, comforting change from the hard desert grounds that you've been sleeping on the past several days. Brim, in your search for branches, you don't find any particularly fantastic branches. Um, Nothing that would, be particularly remarkable. You find a couple that are almost straight, but everything around here seems to have at least a little bit of a twist in it. Xerxes, is there anything in particular you're doing?
Probably looking for a place to set up camp too.
Okay. Yeah, you go and join Splee and,
Yeah.
uh, you know,
I
plop
was
down
looking
a
over
bedroll.
here somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, you can find some spot there in between stumps to set up.
And we've got a good view of the whole range except for these two spots. Yeah, you can see who comes and goes at least pretty easily.
As you guys are settling down, your traveling companions come over and set up camp near you.
As they're setting up, I'll ask them if they had a good time uh, meeting up with other traveling folk and members of the clan.
Yeah, Irvin replies, it's always a nice, nice thing running into people you know when you expect it.
Indeed, especially in such remote places.
How are the lot of you all getting along after losing your friend?
It was indeed a shocking surprise of the day and most mournful, but he died doing what I believe he loved, which is bashing things with large sticks or axes.
Yeah, that is fair. He did seem to love that quite a bit.
Afraid the road is always full of more surprises yet.
That it is. Any of you got to know him real well? We never got to learn much about him, I dare say.
believe these other two would have more personal contact with him than I.
He was a man of few words.
Mhm.
It is fair. I guess he wasn't the most forthcoming and open in his talking about himself.
No, he preferred action over words, honestly.
Hard to argue with that. Since sometimes it's almost the easier way. It seems.
Yes, indeed. There are times when just simply getting up and doing something is better than just sitting there talking about it all day.
That it can be.
And Brim's going to say, and on that note, and he's just going to get up and walk over to go to bed.
Good night to you too, I guess.
Good evening, fellow travelers. I shall be parting ways as well for the night. Rituals to tend to and such before I get too weary.
Of course,
Wish
of
you well
course.
rest. I'll see you when the sun rises.
That we shall.
I'm just gonna go do my nightly routine. Prayers, the stuff, writing, thinking, and then I'm gonna go also over to talk to Brim before he passes out and just ask if he's planning on keeping a watch or if he feels comfortable in the uh, network of surroundings here.
If you want to keep watch, I'm fine with that. Just wake me.
I will say, since I had missed that in my notes earlier, there are a small group of the Aurora Watch amongst the caravans. So there are trained
Oh,
in.
well then, allow me to change my answer. Yes, we will definitely set up a watch.
Let's say, since I'm imagining they're probably just foot soldiers of a sort, I'm not expecting them to be particularly aggressive, but I wouldn't mind changing out eyes after a few hours. So I'll take
Yeah,
first
and
watch.
Brim does not trust them at all.
Makes sense. I'll take first watch and then I'll come get you.
All right. So you guys go about resting and trading off watches, and it's other than having to sit up and watch for a bit. It's a rather peaceful night. You sleep much better than you have out in the wilderness, that's for sure.
Sick. Nice to have a long rest in.
And Brandon, is your new character all finished up aside from that picture?
Almost.
Almost, okay.
Filling out like the biography page and all that to get a better idea. I think all the numbers and stuff in spells are correct. I think you might want to double check it all.
Just saying, I like the Drow Stripper Bard. It's a good pick. Brandon would pull it off well.
I'm not saying that has to be his next character. I'm just
It has to be a character. I do.
just suggesting it. If he doesn't take it, I may. I'm just putting that out.
There you go. Please understand, a horny bard does not represent us. Yes.
Brandon, I'm going to pull you back over to the private for just a moment, and we'll talk about how we're going to bring a character in.
All right.
So, what I'm thinking is, your character was one of the people who was at this caravan stop
Okay.
last night, and basically what happens is you overheard one of the rival party talking about the amulet that Miyako had found.
Okay.
And basically maybe it draws your interest in or something. You want to go join the party and help them figure out what it is. And hopefully, Bram isn't just whoever it is that's saying, "Hey, I'm interested in this."
I guess we'll have to find out whenever that happens.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of role playing to fit yourself in with the group, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking something like that to bring your character in.
Give myself a long rest so all my stuff resets. One thing to note, because I did multi-class, I have Warlock Pact Magic, but I couldn't get anything to pop up into that part of the spell book thing.
Let me take a look.
I don't remember what. It's like it was like 2 spells I took specifically for that. It was like Hellish Rebuke and one other one that I learned.
Yeah, so the way that it works a little bit weird in here. If there are specific spells you're going to cast with your pact magic, you can edit the spells and change the preparation for pact magic. Spell preparation mode, change it from prepared to pact magic.
Okay.
Otherwise, just
Okay. Like that.
or the other way that you can do it too is when you hit the the casting button, like that just trying this, it'll give you the cast at level button. You can choose pact magic as one of those options, and it'll cast with your
Okay.
pact magic.
That's good to know.
So yeah, you'll have that option. You just have to choose it from a drop down. But if there's ones that you want to default to one or the other, you can change the editing for it, and it'll default to that one, or it should.
Okay. And second thing for dueling, is that pretty good about automatically being implemented for fighting styles?
Let me take a look. Dueling. Which one's that? I don't think it'll automatically detect if you're one-handed or two-handed, but if I think it'll just apply to whatever weapon attacks. So, I will show you how to enable and disable that very quick. If you go over to the effects tab on your character sheet, you've got a big list of stuff there.
Oh, okay. I see. There's fighting style in there. Dueling.
Yeah, there's dueling should be one of them. The way dueling is set up is it'll only apply to melee weapon damage. I'll give you the +2 to
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
if you ever find yourself dual wielding or something that would make uh, uh, fighting
That would
your
make it go
dueling not
away. I
apply.
would go to here and click it to disable it.
Yeah, there's a little X to disable effect. Just hit that X, it'll
Okay.
go down to inactive, and it'll not add that +2.
Okay.
But if you're building a character around that, you're probably gonna use it whenever you can.
I'm running a shield, so it's almost certainly going to be always on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think he is correct. I should have 10 gold.
Okay. I will look over it for details later just to keep things moving. But I will let you get yourself introduced to the group while I finish up your
Boy.
token.
Okay.
My wife has been turning around and hitting like jackpots and shit.
Yeah.
Like while we were there this weekend, she hit a $2,700 jackpot.
Oh, nice.
Whoa. Nice, man.
Yeah.
I assume that was on the free play credits that they give you.
No, she spends cash on those to play them. But she had put in like $200 and she was doing max bet, and it was just giving her crap, and she was just like, I just want the damn free games. You know, there's a thing that'll come up where you can get free spins. And finally the free spins kicked when she was down to like, I think she was under $100.
Those free spins add up sometimes.
And the free spins just kept accumulating more free spins. And I think she said she wound up with like over 30 some free spins. And
Jesus.
on one of them, she hit like buffaloes all the way across,
Nice.
which was a couple $1,000s.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm just like, you know what? That's fine. You know that this is the way that it works. It's either I'm helping everybody else win, or I've got the luck with me and the machines just roll my way. Because I mean, I've gone there with like $400 and walked away with $600-800 before. But this time it was like, no, it's like wherever you want to sit, I'll just sit next to you. And we did, and it was like she went over to play another machine, and she's like, yep, see, this one's not going to give me anything. I said, until it does. And the very next spin, she got the 3 wheels and got free slot play, or the free spins, and won like several $100s.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
While I'm just sitting there just spinning and blowing money on the other machine.
Yeah. Did they give you like is it like a card that you have to like
Yes.
use it like a gift card almost kind of a thing, right?
Well, actually, kinda, yeah. It's a magnetic strip card, and we have the ones with the little retractable thingies that we can just clip to our belts and then insert it in the machine.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
And basically that registers how much you're spending playing the games. It doesn't matter how much your win-loss ratio is. All that matters is how much money you're putting into the machine. So, I mean, if you're slapping $200 in the machine, you play it for, 5-10 minutes, and then you pull out all that money, they don't care. What they care about is that you drop $200 on a slot machine.
Yeah.
And we're Diamond Plus members. But we're getting really close to hitting the next level, which is the highest level, which is 7 stars. And for the Harrah's casinos, there's nothing higher. And that's when they will pretty much wine and dine your ass 24/7 to get you to come in.
Nice.
Gotcha.
It's like as
Like,
Diamond. as Diamond Plus, I mean, we get like 400 to 600 or more in free slot play pretty much every weekend. We're comped rooms up to 5 nights a week.
Jesus.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that we get comps on. If we hit 7 stars, I think they pretty much at that point go, let's fly you out to Tahoe and give you free slot play and shit like that. Which we've been offered like a free charter jet to Tahoe or to Vegas, things like that before. But it's like, okay, we'll go out there, but there's no free slot play, so there's really no incentive for me to go into the casino.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we usually pass on those.
As you guys give me free shit, I'll stick around. But otherwise, hell no.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, when you think about it, it's like every time we go, my wife will blow $200 to $400 cash
Sure.
to play her games, and sometimes she wins, sometimes she doesn't. It about averages out now,
Nice.
but that tier rank just keeps on growing.
Hey, if you're evening out and you're getting,
More
comp
comps,
rooms and
more
shit,
comps, more comps, right?
you're basically making money. So yeah, that makes sense. There's a Harrah's in Kansas City. Might have to look into that. See if I can start working the ladder. How many years do you have to be at it before they start giving you respect?
It has nothing to do with years. It's honestly, it's your tier credits, and those tier credits can be earned from doing anything in the casino, as long as you present your card before you start play.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
You can literally sit down at a blackjack table, show the pit boss your card, and they'll get it set up and be like, "Yes, sir. How much are you wanting to get in chips?" And you'd be
Right.
like, "I'm going to put $1,000 down or whatever," and they'll give you the chips, and they will record that no, he dropped $1,000 on the blackjack table. Doesn't matter how
Right.
much of it that you're actually going to be gambling with. You could be gambling with minimum bets and sit there for the whole evening and just play that. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is that you pulled out $1,000 in chips,
Right. Right.
and so that gets registered onto your account. Same thing with roulette or craps or what have you.
Yeah. You pull out $1,000 and play 2 turns at the $5 table, and then you go cash out and leave.
Well, not quite.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to sit there for a little while at least.
You gotta game a little bit. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta string them along a little bit.
Yeah.
Get them to think
And-
that you're gonna stick around.
Yeah, and to me, basically, because I have a very principled way of playing, I don't really have much difficulty playing with actual cash. I don't hardly ever zero out.
Yeah.
If I'm zeroing out, it's because I'm going for a high risk gamble where I'm waiting for like the free spins to kick or something like that, and I'm going with a high payout. Most of the times, I'll throw in, say $100, $200, and I'll go for the smallest denomination because it doesn't matter how much money you're throwing in there. It matters how many spins you're giving the game to finally catch up and go, oh yeah, you know what? We haven't paid out in a while. We should.
Yeah, sure.
And so that's basically what I do. And then if I throw in 100, I'll usually walk away with at least 75 to $80.
Yeah. Getcha.
And so spending
Makes sense.
$20 to be able to get $100 worth of tier credit, to me, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I feel you there. Makes sense.
And the other trick is that on certain days, they will have a multiplier for your tier credit. Like right now, this month, it's Sundays. If you go in and you play anything you played on a Sunday, you earn 5 times the tier credit.
Oh, okay.
So if, like between me and Tracy, we probably were throwing around probably close to $1,000 this weekend because of how much she won.
Yeah.
And that's equivalent to blowing $5,000 on a weekend
Sure.
because we did most of that today before we left.
I gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. Give me the strategies to go put some money down, my man.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something that you enjoy, my biggest advice to anybody is don't gamble with anything that you're not willing to throw away as
Oh
entertainment.
yeah, of course. Of course, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're not making an investment, you're buying entertainment.
Exactly. It's entertainment with a potential side benefit of being recognized.
Yeah.
And once you get that recognition stays with you for quite a while. And
Yeah.
you start getting perks that come up little by little. I mean, we have a personal representative there at the casino, and if he's working that day and we come in, we'll be sitting there at one of the machines for about 5-10 minutes, and here comes Mike. Hey, is there anything I can get for you? Anything that you guys need? It's great to see you here. Blah, hey, you know what, Mike? We were wanting to go grab dinner over there at Bridges. You guys got a comp for us? Yeah, sure, not a problem, man. We can get your meals comp. Yeah. Okay. I'll get an 8-ounce filet mignon on them.
Right. That's definitely one hell of a way to do it.
Yeah. But like I said, it takes a while before you can hit up to that level. But if it's something that you're interested in doing and you have the spare money to slot into it, and you have a disciplined mind, I will say that's the big thing.
Yeah, of course.
Don't get hit into the sucker plays.
Right. Well, either way, it's about to be a much larger part of my life because the base that I'm gonna be starting out with at Spirit is fucking Vegas. So.
Oh, okay.
Casino life is about to be a very prevalent part of my existence. So
then here's one of the most important tricks I can tell you about.
Yeah.
Does your company pay for your dinner or your meals at all?
They do when we're on duty. Yeah, when we're on duty, they do. But if we're there on reserve, then no.
Okay, so here's what you do then. Anytime that you're on duty and you're there in Vegas, you go to one of your casinos, like one of your Harrah's, and you go into the restaurant there. And you give them your player's card and then order your meal.
Gotcha, yeah.
Or at the end of your meal, add the player's card with your credit card from the company or whatever, and those points count
in establishing your line of credit at the at the casino, essentially, right?
They raise your tier level. Gotcha. They give you tier points because you are spending money at the casino.
Right.
Like literally, it does not matter where you're spending that money. You're spending money at the casino. That's actually how Tracy got started. That's how she became a Diamond Plus member. Was she used to fly out to Vegas with her brother? He had a company that he had to do like conventions there and stuff like that to display their stuff. Sure. And so they would go and they would eat dinner like every night at the casinos. And her brother had a membership with them and explained how it all worked and everything. And so then they just started alternating whose card it went on.
Nice. That's
And
cool.
then when she was out in Delaware, she had to actually wine and dine like state employees and stuff like that for the company that she worked for.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the company's paying for it, but it's going on my card.
Right.
And so she'd add her player card to $500,
Nice.
$600 meal.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that adds up pretty fucking quick then.
Yeah. And, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm a diamond member. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, I get these little perks for that. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, I'm a Diamond Plus member now. Oh, I get more perks. Cool.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Well, that's a good tip. I'll have to see if I can work that out relatively frequently, because that would definitely make things a lot more enjoyable. So.
Yeah. Yeah, always happy to share any of the limited wisdom that I have on those sorts of things.
The accrued pro tips.
Yes, indeed.
Sweet. Appreciate it. I'm sure I'll be asking you more questions somewhere along the way. So.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Anytime.
Hopping
Right,
back
was that
into
a good
things.
enough of an intermission? Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
I think so. So as you guys are packing up your camp and thing, a figure approaches.
Greetings. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation a little bit. Sounds like you could use some more assistance. I'm gonna stick out my hand. Havilseya, at your service.
Morning. Said your name is Havilsey?
Havilseya.
Ah. Havilseya. M. Splee.
Pleasure to meet you, Splee.
Are you wearing your helmet right now? Just out of curiosity. Based
No,
on
I
your
am not.
picture? Okay.
I can put it on if you like.
No, just curious if I can-
him?
He's already asking how high when we say jump. That's pretty quick. I'm assuming the other two are up and awake right now, or are you guys asleep still?
Yeah, they'd be awake at this time. You guys are packing up camp right now.
Turn to them and say, I will leave you two to conduct your introductions. I have rituals I must attend to, and then I will actually just walk away down the path a little ways.
He's already sticking my shit. Took 12
Fucking
seconds.
see ya.
Even though Brim is AFK, I will greet him as well. I hope I'm not being too forward, but I overheard your conversation about losing a comrade.
There
That
we
means
go.
you're in a rather tough journey you're on. Could probably use some help.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was AFK there for just a moment. But yeah, Brim will reach out, shake his hand, and offer greetings. Well, what exactly is it that you do, Havel?
I'm good at protecting and slaying.
Ah, well, those are two things that our former companion was good at. Unfortunately, he wasn't very good at the thinking part.
Well, luckily, I'll be at least ahead of him in that then.
Hopefully.
Well, irregardless, I'm here and he's not. So I'm at
And
least
this
one
is
step
true.
ahead of him.
At least two, I would imagine. You're not 6 feet under. And with
Touche.
that, Brim will explain where we're headed and that we are being quested to look into something for a village elder from up north.
That shouldn't be too much trouble.
Oh, hopefully not. I don't think we have too many days' journey through the Badlands.
I
Well
think
then.
it's about 5 more days. But you're over halfway there.
Brim looks around at the disembodied voice that comes echoing down from the skies. Yes, as that person just said, I think about 5 more days.
Must have been Pelor that you heard.
Could very well be. I personally don't really follow any of the deities myself.
That is understandable, but I hope you shall find your way one day.
Uh, Perhaps one day I will. But as it is, there's just so many of them, and there's only one of me. It's hard to be able to decide which one's the right one to follow. So,
That must make you a prized commodity then. Tell the gods they can only one of them can have you. They must be fighting tooth and nail for you.
I suppose it's possible.
You can never be too sure of what they're doing.
That is probably the one thing that makes me the most nervous about them.
At least I can know I can always trust Pelor. You
As
brought
Splee
many
is
a
walking
bountiful
back up,
harvest.
I will ask, who is Pelor? Overhearing your conversation, of course.
Pelor is the Dawn Father, the god of the sun. Where I grew up, we all followed him in my farming community.
Suppose a farming community would have much need for a sun god.
Yes, precisely.
Well,
Quest
and-
has. Excuse me. What quest has Pelor sent you on, sir?
Lately, I've been just wandering and helping out the common folk with their own issues, such as attacks on their farms.
And
I've
who
not
is it
had-
that provides the greatest tax in these lands?
What would I? All right, Mr. DM. What have I been fighting off? In the and I guess I don't think the battle-
cold. You've been fighting off a dastardly cold.
What kind of things would attack the nearest farmlands?
Um. Nearest farmlands.
Probably not near the Badlands.
Yeah,
Kind of in the
say-
middle of no farmland. I'm kind of in between farmlands, very far.
I'm in between farm protection services at the moment.
That's why I'm seeking new services.
Hey,
Apparently,
this is,
I'm in between jobs right now.
I can just see this. I can just see this now. How Val's like, yes, I'm part of the farm protection services, but this is a mighty fine caravan you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
I'm part of the FPCS, Farm Protection Community Services.
What you need is protection.
You see, if you put one cornstalk in your wagon, that's technically a farm, and I can protect you.
There you go.
Showing up like the Union over here.
I'll fight for you. All right, I guess in the lands, whatever surrounding it, what normally do they have to fend off? Just random, wild beasts, or is there anybody that actually would attack it?
Well, there's the what are they called? Warhounds.
The Moorbounders.
Yeah.
Moorbounders. Its key only kills Moorbounders.
I'm actually
Well,
very
there-
trained on killing moorbounders.
Wow. So something else that you have in common with our former companion.
Oh, you guys have encountered them too.
Yes, and unfortunately, including a tamed one.
That is mighty unfortunate that a tamed one had to fell.
Well, yes, that was an oversight from one of our companions.
Unfortunately, all I may say is that targets from the air sometimes blend together.
I can't say I would know. I am footbound. But I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I
But-
heard that was Obama's excuse when he started bombing citizens.
I was literally thinking the exact same thing this whole time, but just trying not to break character too much. Oh yeah, I try not to like, flying spear attack weddings too often, but sometimes it happens.
It just happens. They're collateral. Whatever it takes for the greater good.
I'm telling you right now, there is at least one bad guy in that wedding procession.
One of them statistically has to be evil.
Killed 18 innocent people, but I'll get that bad guy.
Yeah, I got him. And fucking peace and freedom to
Oh,
the
fuck,
region,
he's
my man.
running away. We missed him.
Yeah. Hit it again, but he's running by a preschool. I said hit him.
Did I stutter? Oh, that just reminds me of that one scene. Oh, fuck, what was it?
Just better mind your manners or we'll send democracy to your country, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm just glad that we were on the same page with the aerial attacks this whole time. The funny part is we were in a desert when it happened too, so.
I mean, yeah.
Mhm.
One of those damn drone strikes.
Yep.
That's what it is. We find out that Splee's actually a drone.
I mean, I am a bird, so all the pigeons are actually just fake drones with cameras.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously.
I thought it was pretty clear. So, but to add to the game conversation, I will assume that he's come up with something along the lines of people like the Aurora's Watch bullying farms, or roaming orc hordes pillaging and stuff, or something along those lines. It's not about right. Or what's her face? Well,
Habal.
Havel.
Habel.
Havel.
Hamel. Habel. See ya.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, no, that's his last name, obviously.
See ya.
See ya.
So I had a little laugh here. I was looking through the list of grassland animals that he might be defending farms from. First thing that I see that pops up, ow.
You'd be surprised.
Mini cow.
You'd be surprised how many cows have killed farms overnight with their slow meandering grazing.
With their
It's a freaking-
incessant chewing
It will drive you insane.
and their
It's a
continuous
Miyok Dunce
lowing.
answer right there. And Miyok Dunce like, I saved you from the cows. And they're like, oh my god, that was all of our livestock. How we get through the winter.
It was an entire herd. They were on a rampage. I saw it.
And the flying demons that took care of them. You mean our fucking chickens?
Yeah, he's just covered in blood, standing in a barren farm full of corpses.
I have protected to protect and serve.
Yeah, protected, sir. But Havel, I'm guessing, is a lot smarter than him, correct?
And the
Moderately, yes.
And the demonic
Noticeably.
horned ones. I slayed all those. You mean the goats?
Yeah. He's like,
They look
yes,
like
they're,
demons
they're,
to me.
like, yes, they're young, we're numerous, but I handled the situation.
The women and the children too.
The murder knows no end.
When you have 6 intelligence, you can kill anything.
Yeah. They just let you get away with it.
You can always feign ignorance.
God damn it.
Well, how did that cow die? Well, I had him in my pocket and I was petting him. What? No, hold on. Wait, what?
I pet him too hard.
Yeah. whole cow in your pocket, huh?
Yes.
He bit me, and so I pinched him.
Oh God.
No, he bit me, so I bit him back.
Oh.
I found out how delicious he was.
I'm glad the character building's going well so far.
Yeah, it does. May he rest in peace. He developed more in death than he did in life.
Jesus Christ. Fucking.
Do you see the tears? Do you see the tears?
Just begin weeping. Weeping
Wow.
uncontrollably.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, you guys
Alright.
hit the road.
Colin's like, fuck y'all, you're done. We're moving on.
And I blame him not at all.
Alright, we're good. We got it. We pull it together. Everybody, serious face. Let's go.
Seriously, guys, like, get your shit together. Like, just get it
man.
together, okay?
Zoinks.
Like, just, if you got to, put it in a backpack or something, all right? And if you gotta take it somewhere, just like take it to the shit store or whatever. Just get all your shit together.
So, you guys are traveling along the northern end of the barbed field. A rather unusual landscape as giant barbs reach rather high into the sky.
Spooky.
And you slowly make your way towards Bezozan.
It looks like these fields only grow barbs.
I think you are correct.
A demonic carrion.
It's carrion, but it's demonic.
Makes sense. Out of curiosity, do I still feel cursed?
Is Havel cursed?
No, you guys are no longer cursed at this point.
Yeah, it was a 24-hour
From the
curse.
spell.
Yeah.
Just check.
It was like the 24-hour stomach bug,
Yeah,
only in curse form.
makes sense.
Up ahead, you see a corpse of the creature I have just posted in Discord.
Oh my.
That is one big, ugly monkey.
That is.
How far away is it?
100 feet at this point.
I was about to say, I will take to the air.
It's
wings
dead, though, right?
And go.
So
Let's
far as
say,
you
I'm
can
not
tell,
taking any
Is there anything else around it?
chances this time.
As you get closer, you see, yes, there is very much stuff around. You see the corpses of 24 humans wearing hide armor, as well as their horses, all also corpses.
Wow.
Must have been quite a battle that happened. Here.
There's also a bird circling.
So
Tell
Couple of
Splee to
eyes
come
look
down.
Brim
Yeah, right.
is going to tend to the dead by pulling them off to the side and kind of lining them up, checking all their pockets for whatever they might have. It's just his thing. And after he gets that part done, he's then going to look at that big dead ape, because somebody is going to pay premium for the paws on that damn thing and those fangs. I'm just saying.
I was gonna run it as soon as we get up to it to make sure it's dead. Like, look, go to its head and listen for breathing to make sure it's not like barely alive. Make sure it's fully dead.
Yes, lean
Had the
your
same
head
goal
next
with-
to its huge gaping jaws.
Had the same goal with taking to the air, was going to do like a low pass right over the top of it to see if I could prompt a reaction. So I could perhaps time that well with when they're reaching the area with the bodies, just in case as a quick tip off, you know. But
This all sounds strategically sound. The hell's wrong with us?
based on this average.